Christians, this person here says that I said Jesus is in heaven in his flesh, which is true. Jesus is in heaven right now in his flesh, wearing flesh. This person says that's not true. He says that Jesus, he is a marvelous light in a spiritual body. Ooh, sounds so spiritual, but it's wrong. It's a lie. This is probably the greatest lie that any person who claims to be, take that back. This is the greatest lie that any man can ever say, that Jesus is not in his human flesh. This is the biggest lie, because Christ's biggest work in overcoming death, sin in the world for us to overcome sin, death in the world, and Satan was dying in his flesh and resurrecting in his flesh, and then ascending to his father's right hand in heaven in his flesh. Anyone who thinks different doesn't understand resurrection. Resurrection comes from the Greek word anastasis or anastasis. It means to stand up. Light doesn't stand up. Spirit doesn't stand up. A body stands up. If you don't believe that Jesus is resurrected and he is in heaven right now in his bodily flesh, in his physical body, you are not a Christian. You can't be a Christian. And there's no Christian faith. And all that we do as Christians is in vain. And this view would make atheists and Gnostics, or agnostics, I should say, it would make their assertions true. But look at the verse on the screen. It makes it plain, because Thomas, like this person here, didn't believe that Jesus was actually raised from the dead and in his flesh. And when Jesus offered Thomas to put his fingers in where his nails were, Thomas knew right away that Jesus Christ was in his flesh, and he acknowledged him as God.